She was the definition of daddy's little girl. She had me wrapped and still does.
As family and friends remember 26-year-old Pavel Lapierre, police say they've captured the man wanted for her murder. Breaking overnight, police captured Jason Billingsley. And coming up, we're going to go live to police headquarters where detectives are setting up right now to update us on the case. And we'll look at the new calls for changes to the justice system and how repeat violent offenders are treated. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with the breaking news that we've been following all morning. Police say they have captured the man wanted for murdering 26-year-old Pavel Lapierre, an up-and-coming tech CEO. Her family calling the arrest a relief. In a statement just into our newsroom, the family says, quote, "We appreciate the tireless efforts of the Baltimore Police Department and their law enforcement partners throughout the course of this investigation and apprehension of the suspect. We're relieved to know that he can no longer hurt other innocent victims." While this doesn't change that Baltimore lost one of its most passionate, influential fans, our efforts remain focused on remembering and celebrating Pava Marie, her life, successes, and legacy. After a two-day manhunt, police finally captured Jason Billingsley overnight. We're learning he had fled Baltimore and was heading south. Police catching up with him at a marked train station in Prince George's County. Right now, Baltimore City Police are set to talk about the case. You're taking a live look now from police headquarters where an 11 o'clock news conference has been called. We know that Acting Police Commissioner Richard Worley will be there, as well as the mayor, City State's Attorney Ivan Bates. Now, as soon as this news conference begins, we will bring it to you live. Meanwhile, while we wait, here's what we know right now. We're told that Billingsley was taken into custody without incident. Police had been actively searching for him, calling him a dangerous threat to the community. Acting Police Commissioner Richard Worley with this warning before the arrest.
This individual will kill and he will rape. He will do anything he can to cause harm. So please be aware of your surroundings. Our warrant apprehension task force, alongside the U.S. Marshals Capital Area Fugitive Task Force, is actively working to apprehend Billingsley. At this time, we believe and we know he probably is armed and dangerous.
Now, police say Billingsley is a repeat offender. He spent several years in prison on 3 separate charges before his release last October. He had 3 warrants out for his arrest, including for a rape and attempted murder that happened just last week. Police say Billingsley attacked a man and a woman inside a home on Edmondson Avenue, raping the woman and slitting both of their throats before setting fire to the home. Both of those victims survived. Police say after that attack, he murdered 26-year-old Baltimore Tech CEO Pavel Lapierre. Her family and her friends remembering her at a vigil last night.
And I'm beyond furious with how she was taken from us. It is an understatement to say how devastating this week's turn of events for all of us, her team, the entire tech ecosystem, let alone her family.
One of her loved ones stepped up to the podium with words about Lapierre, celebrating her life with a vigil in her memory. And at that vigil, the pain of her loss felt by many and its heartbreak of the Lapierre family that resonated with most. Her father, her mother, her brother came in from Arizona to remember their loved one.
She was the definition of daddy's little girl. She had me wrapped and still does. So
11:10 now, and taking a look at your social stream. Lots of reaction to this story here. Veteran actor Michael Gambon, known for playing Dumbledore in 6 of the 8 Harry Potter films, has died. Gambon had a prolific career on the stage and screen that lasted 5 decades. He was one of Britain's leading actors, but he rose to international fame with his portrayal of Hogwarts headmaster Albus Dumbledore. He took over that role in 2002 after the death of actor Richard Harris. Now, according to Gambon's publicist, he died peacefully in a hospital with his wife and son at his bedside. He had been battling pneumonia. He was 82 years old. And here's what you're saying about that. My childhood savior. Another person saying, rest in peace, a true legend. His legacy will live on forever. All right, we want to go back to Baltimore police to listen in on the press conference about the capture of Jason Billingsley. Let's listen in.
All right, good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. Joining me today are Mayor Brandon Scott, State's Attorney Ivan Bates, Chief Deputy Matthew Silverman of U.S. Marshals, representatives from our Criminal Investigation Division, as well as Councilman Costello and Councilman Conway of our City Council. We're here to announce the arrest of Jason Dean Billingsley for the September 25th murder of Pava Lapierre and the September 19th arson and rape incident on Edmondson Avenue. Billingsley was taken into custody in Bowie at approximately 11 o'clock last night by our Warrant Apprehension Task Force, U.S. Marshals, Capital Area Regional Fugitive Task Force, Maryland State Police, Baltimore County Police, Prince George's County Police, Howard County Police, and ATF, as well as Bowie State University Police and D.C. Metro Police, all worked together to take him into custody. I want to thank all our partners for their assistance in apprehending this violent criminal. Through the tireless efforts of the men and women of the Baltimore Police Department and our local, state, and federal partners, we are able to capture this violent criminal without incident or further loss of life. I know this arrest does not bring back Pava Lapierre or take away the heels of the many victims of Mr. Billingsley. But my hope is at least we can give a sense of closure to the city of Baltimore, the victims of all of his crimes and all their families. Investigators continually and actively review all open cases since his release in October of 2022 to determine any connections that exist. We're going to put this individual, this violent criminal offender, repeat offender, back in jail where he belongs. Now let's all work together to make sure that he stays there. What I can confirm in reference to this incident and the reference to the incident on September 29th, right now, all the indications are that this was not a random act of violence. We have information to believe that the victims from Edmondson Avenue were targeted by the suspect, that the suspect knew the victims, and he went into that location for a criminal reason. We know that the victim and suspect were known to each other. Additionally, we know that the suspect did not break into the building as he worked at that location. Through witness testimony and surveillance, we were able to develop the identity of the suspect, and a warrant was issued for him for Edmondson Avenue within hours. I can confirm that the warrant was a priority, and we brought in our law enforcement partners from the U.S. Marshals, as well as a flyer was distributed to every single officer in the Baltimore Police Departments. Our detectives, alongside our partners at the Marshals, were monitoring and surveilling to apprehend the suspect. This includes tracking his phone, looking at financial transactions, looking at social media, surveilling known addresses, speaking to multiple witnesses, and listening to his previous jail calls. Additionally, there were several instances in which we were able to track a close proximity of his location, however, he was still able to elude. As a matter of fact, we had the press conference the other day about Miss LaPierre's death. We were delayed that press conference because we were within about 88 meters of capturing the suspect, but he was able to elude our capture. We knew early on that the risk was when we went public that the suspect would go underground, which is exactly what he did. As soon as the news conference happened the other day, he basically left the location where he was at. We did a search warrant at one location. He had just left because he saw the news conference. In reference to the homicide of Ms. LaPierre, we are still processing all evidence to determine exactly what occurred. We do know that there was no forced entry in the apartment building, as this was a secured building. We don't know if there are any connections previously to Ms. LaPierre or Mr. Billingsley. This is what we will continue to investigate, as well as the incident on Evanston Avenue. I want to be very clear that in reference to both incidents and throughout these investigations, all information that was provided was based on preliminary details available at the time. Every BPD officer received notification of the warrant on September 20th, and they were aggressively trying to capture the individual and to locate his whereabouts and take him into custody. Since then, it has been continued to be our #1 priority until his capture last night. Our WATF task force, as well as the U.S. Marshals, started to track him on September 20th, and we tracked him all the way until we captured him yesterday. I'm aware that the last few days have been unnerving for our citizens, and I sincerely hope we are able to find a little bit of peace today. I ask that we continue to respect the privacy and safety of the families of the victims and witnesses at this time. Our priorities will always be the safety of our residents and apprehending those individuals responsible for those crimes. At this time, I will now hand it over to Chief Deputy Matthew Silverman of U.S. Marshals.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, everybody, and good morning. My name is Matthew Silverman, and I have the distinct pleasure of serving you all as the Chief Deputy United States Marshal for the District of Maryland. First and foremost, I would like to express my condolences to the victims affected by this tragic situation. All the families, our thoughts and prayers go out to each one of you and the citizens of Baltimore. With that said, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for the work done by all of our criminal investigators, detectives, and police officers who serve on our Capital Area Regional Fugitive Task Force. These dedicated professionals worked around the clock to locate this and apprehend this violent fugitive. Because of their tireless efforts of the Baltimore City Police Department, the Maryland State Police, the Prince George's County Police Department, and our other federal and state partners, we were able to secure this individual without any further incidents. This arrest truly speaks to the power of our public interest and safety partnerships with each one of you. I thank everybody for all the continued support, and hopefully we don't have to be up here anytime soon to do another press conference.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here. Thank you to all of our colleagues, my elected colleagues, Councilman Costello, Councilman Conway, of course, the fabulous people that did this work from both the marshals, the BPD, our homicide detectives, because we gave you all our word that we would not stop until we brought this individual in, and that we exhausted every resource to make sure that we brought him in to keep our residents safe. It is very clear that this individual posed a substantial danger, that he had been non-compliant and was clearly violating the terms of his supervision after being released, and that alone should be enough to make sure that we keep him off the streets. This morning, I want to commend the excellent work of not just the BPD, the marshals, all of our law enforcement partners who worked together in apprehending this gentleman for the murder of Pava and the rape on Evanston Avenue, because every single life in Baltimore matters. Pava's life mattered. Those individuals who he impacted in other incidents matter. Those who we've done it to in the past, their lives matter. As you know, I had the pleasure of knowing Pava, and she was truly a light in our city and in this world. It's heartbreaking that she is no longer here with us, especially at the hands of someone who, as I said the other day, should not have been on the streets in the first place. We will continue to make sure that we are working with our state's attorney and our partners to make sure that he does not get that same fate again, that he does not get back out on the streets here in Baltimore with the opportunity to harm others. I had the opportunity to speak with Pablo's family late last night, giving them the news of this arrest, and then we're going to again ask that everyone continue to pour light and love into their family, and pour light and love into our community, our city, all of those who know Pablo. Our entire city heart aches with them, and while this arrest will not bring her back, I hope that it does begin the process of closure for her family, her friends, her community, and all of Baltimore. To our residents, thank you for continuing to do that wrapping around. Thank you for every tip that was sent in, every single notice that we got, because we all have to work together to do this and make Baltimore a safer city, just as this city does anytime we lose a federal Baltimorean. To BPD and our law enforcement partners, thank you for your dedication, your diligence, and your persistence in tracking this individual down before he could harm anyone else. I hope this sends a message to everybody else who likes to commit these kind of cowardly, horrendous acts, to know that we will not tolerate it and we will pull you off of the streets of Baltimore. And with that, I will turn it over to our state's attorney.
Good morning, and thank you, Mayor Scott. Again, this case will end up before my office. Therefore, I cannot discuss any of the facts. As our Constitution says, everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. However, I want to begin where all of our focus should remain, and that is with the victims of both cases and their families. My thoughts and prayers continue to be with them, even as we stand here to announce an arrest in this case. And my hope is that we have some measure of relief today, all the citizens of our area, knowing just how hard everybody has worked to ensure that the suspect has been apprehended. I want to extend my sincere gratitude and appreciation to the Baltimore City Police Department, Baltimore County Police Department, U.S. Marshals, Prince George's County Police Department, Warrant Apprehensive Task Force, and everybody else within law enforcement that collaborated to make sure that this individual could be now in custody. I also want to applaud my own offices, Homicide Division and SVU prosecutors. They worked in collaboration with the Baltimore City Police Department around the clock. They had to ensure what we were going to do in putting this case together. Now, where do we go from here? I've decided that two of my most experienced prosecutors will have this case. They worked with this case from the very beginning. Every single lead, every single detail, they have been involved. They will have this case, and they will eventually present this case, as all cases go, in front of the grand jury. And if and when the grand jury gives us the indictments, my office will file life without the possibility of parole. Our hope and goal is, if this individual is found guilty in a court of law, that this individual will never get out to see the light of day again and to ever hurt any of the citizens of our fine city ever again. At this time point, I will turn this back over to the commissioner.
Thank you. We'll take questions.
Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News. This is a question for Acting Commissioner Worley and Mayor Brandon Scott. You said Billingsley was being tracked, yet he was still able to commit another violent, heinous act. How is that so? And at what point do you weigh the community's safety? This was a violent rapist who was roaming the streets of Baltimore, and the public had no idea. Could this knowledge have prevented Pava's death?
I'm not going to speculate whether it could have prevented her death, but what I know we did is, as soon as we realized that there was a public safety, we had the press conference. The first incident on Edmondson Avenue was not a random act. Had it been a random act, we would have put out a flyer right away saying that this individual was on the loose committing random acts. We know pretty much why he went into that house on Edmondson Avenue and why he committed those acts. He worked at that building. He was familiar with the victims. I'm not going to say too much more because I don't want to talk bad about victims. But he was there for a reason. And it was, at that point, our detectives and everyone in the department decided that we didn't think at that point that he was committing random acts because we knew he had been out since October 2022, and we had no incidents that he has been connected to. We're going to go back and look and see if we have anything that he could be connected to. But at that time, we did not believe that he was committing random acts. We think he committed a targeted act on the victims that he victimized that day.
And my follow-up question, I mean, there are a lot of eyes on this press conference. People are angry. Your message to them, if they're questioning why they should trust...
All right, again, you've been listening to an update from Baltimore police. Murder suspect Jason Billingsley has been taken into custody. They are confirming that and talking about the capture of Billingsley last night at a MARC train station in Prince George's County. Fox 45 News has been covering the story from the very beginning. You can find all of our past reporting on our website, foxbaltimore.com. And of course, we're going to have the very latest on that news conference later on Fox 45 News at 4. That's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
And what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Mike Klein from Z104.3. Good morning, family.
Good morning.
Let me tell you right now, the wait is finally over. It was the big season 10 premiere of The Masked Singer last night, and if you didn't watch it, this is your spoiler alert. Warning, we saw our first unmasking of the new season.
Okay. That was cute.
That was good. That was good. So, Mike, what I understand, I'm not going to rant, but the show used to be about the singing. The singers get voted off just as fast as the actors get voted off.
Right? That's right.
How does the show even work, Mike? I don't even know.
It's free falling. I don't know.
It's favoritism at this point.
You know what I mean? I don't get it. Like,
and you know what I knew? You know what I knew? There was a real big turning point in the show when Ken Jeong started getting answers right. That's what you knew. I was like, yo, this show has gone out of control. Ken is getting answers right. I don't know. This is not what we started on.
Maybe this is like it's a snapshot of America because it's like
things
it don't make no sense.
Things turn so
and
fast.
It's like super popular.
People like when it makes no sense.
Yeah, they kind of do.
I don't know. They love that. I don't know.
But honestly, I'm just glad for a face that I recognize. Thank you. I'm so glad to see Anthony Anderson.
It was like, wow.
I'm like Blackish, all these shows. He is like, he's on it right now. So I'm really glad.
He's got a great agent too because he's done everything.
He is everywhere. He's everywhere.
Who's he working
commercial series. Yes.
We need to get that.
We need to get that. I'm in. Let's go. Let's call him.
Start off with the Masked Singer.
Okay.
It's all the rage, but is it healthy? Lady T, brace yourself. We know you love sparkling water, but it's not as good for you as still water. That's because the bubbles can cause bloating, make reflux worse, and even damage your teeth. But if it's sparkling water or soda, doctors say sparkling water is better. So, I mean, so soda is that plus the sugar. The still, so I don't know. Mike, are you a sparkler?
To listen to the experts?
I am obsessed with sparkling water. It's super embarrassing. Like I'm telling you, like I go to different places. It's just not good. I'm
What's your
obsessed with
favorite
it.
brand? What's the brand that's your
I
favorite?
mean, like Whole Foods has a brand that was good, but it was too expensive, so I moved over to Pellegrino. Pellegrino is a little more Costco.
Italian.
Lady T, you're a big sparkler, huh?
Yes.
And Topo Chico, that's the best one.
Come on, tell us. The other best thing.
Topo Chico.
I'm
probably saying that.
Mineral water, isn't it?
You got the Perrier. I tell you, look,
good.
the other thing that's the best thing other than Italian medicine, Italian sparkling water is Pellegrino, baby. I even like the Perrier, the lime version of it.
But you have the bubbly stuff. You have the bubbly stuff.
That's why he put me on to, he put me on to a really good bubbly one. What was it? Was it cherry?
Yeah, it was a cherry one. This is
it was
not
like
bad.
black cherry, and it was actually really good.
You guys are little sparkling water. Okay,
sparkling water.
That's weird. You guys are sparkling water.
Not good for my teeth, though. I got bad teeth anyway, so I'm like.
Our assistant news director Andrea put me on to the grapefruit one. That is a great one too. So shout out to that.
Well, see you guys at the dentist. Well, we want you to tell it. Do you prefer still or sparkling water? Vote on the website foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you go to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Okay. You may need to move up your dinner reservation. Believe it or not, there's a right and wrong time to eat dinner. Harvard researchers say later meal times can actually
make you feel more hungry. Look at that.
Oh, that's the problem.
Make sure you eat at least 3 hours before bedtime so you have time to digest everything before bed. Now, ladies, you chimed in on this. Do you believe that? Do you seem like a late eater.
What, damn?
No, I'm just saying, it seems like, what I'm saying. No, Lady T, what I'm saying is,
late eater.
You like those late night eats,
you have a full day.
Because you were thinking about, oh man, what's the time? What's the time?
Mike, don't help me out.
It's like, wait. It's like a
full day. No, you got a full day. You get home by 5, 6.
All right, I'm a late night eater. I'm gonna admit it. You can tell.
I did get home so late yesterday. And I ordered pizza for everybody in the household.
I feel like you had a long day.
I do.
I get home early, but I'm also a late eater.
I have to eat before 9 though, because else it doesn't digest properly, and my acid reflux is all.
Yeah, but when do you go to bed though?
Yeah.
Mike, when do you even wake up?
Yeah.
When do I wake up?
Yeah.
Like around 8 or 9.
Okay,
wow. You have like
I was like a
normal life.
I know.
Normal life.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of him. No, he's
I mean, I didn't admit that on TV. I wake up at 4 a.m.
That's what we needed.
Mike wakes up
4 a.m. 4 a.m.
10 minutes before the show. I'm ready to go.
Sounds about right for me.
I rolled over, put on a button up, and came on the show, y'all. Thank you.
That's how we roll.
Mike, great seeing you.
Yeah, great seeing you guys.
Great seeing you. You'll be back with the tea. And of course, still ahead, keeping your smile shining bright while dental health is something to pay special attention to, especially if you're drinking bubble water. And stay safe. We'll tell you about a new personal safety device. That's coming up. Steals and Deals. That's coming up.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Julie Moran is here with a blinged out accessory that is bad news for criminals. Here's Julie to explain why this item is a must-have for daughters. And I got
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
It is so unfortunate that 1 in 3 women will be assaulted in their lifetime, and that is a very scary statistic. And that's why I love Bling Sting, because you can feel safe and look fashionable all at the same time. And I insist that both my daughters carry this pepper spray because it's maximum strength, and it has a 12-foot direct range. It also has a UV marking device that stains the target for up to 48 hours, which is really helpful for police to identify the attacker. That is really, really unique. And all it takes is one quick spray in the assailant's face to make them stop. It's also portable and it's easy to conceal, which I just did if you don't want anybody to see it. And they come in all these bright colors. They got camo too, so many patterns that you can pick your style and you can clip it anywhere. Like you can clip it to your backpack, you can belt loop, purse, wherever. And you know, this product gives me peace of mind knowing I'm protecting my daughters and myself. And right now, this is really, really great. We are offering 25% off the Bling Sting pepper spray. So head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer. They're gonna go fast, so you wanna get this right away.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Be the Best Home, Rubbermaid, Owens Corning, First Alert, and Gorilla Grip Gloves.
It's fall, time for home cleanup and care. Here with the latest trends on deals to save your money is our friend home improvement and lifestyle expert, Catherine Emery. Catherine, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, Mark, so good to talk to you. Are you ready to get some professional grade products to get those fall projects done, my friend?
I'm ready. What's first on your fall products list? Let's go.
All right. I want to introduce you to, this is the brand new wheeled 32-gallon Brute container, and it's going to help you move those loads easier around, my friend. Perfect for yard work, different projects around the house. It's got an integrated tilt and kick plate, provides maximum tilting when transporting those materials. You can see here, so easy with those wheels. It's got an ergonomic handle. It's designed for less force moving heavy loads, up to 180 pounds, Mark. It's backed by a 10-year warranty. Whenever I hear that, I'm in, right? Isn't that amazing? Go to homedepot.com to check it out. You know you're thinking about some projects where you could use this around your house, aren't you?
I am. So any deals on essential cleaning items?
Everybody needs a good pair of gloves. So go to Home Depot, go to homedepot.com right now. You're going to get this Gorilla Grips Trax 5-pack of gloves for $9.88, regularly a $30 value. Here's why these gloves are amazing. They've got the Gorilla Grip proprietary never slip technology, so it's unrivaled gripping power in the most extreme conditions. How it works is that rugged rib shell channels liquid grease mud away from the surface to maintain an excellent grip in wet, dry, oily conditions. But guess what? They're lightweight, they're breathable, excellent dexterity, snug performance. You need a 5-pack. You can use them anywhere and everywhere. It's just great to have a good glove on hand.
October is Fire Prevention Month. How should we prepare?
You should make sure that you have a working smoke alarm. I highly advise getting a combo alarm, and First Alert has a great smoke and carbon monoxide detector. It's a 10-year sealed battery that lasts the life of the alarm, so no need to worry there. Slim, easy to install. While you're at Lowe's picking that up, grab a fire extinguisher. Their home one is good for wood, paper, fabric, flammable liquid, electrical fires. We mentioned Lowe's. Mark your calendar. October 14th, there's a Fire Prevention Month event. First Alert will be there. First responders, activities for kids, totally free as well, October 14th.
And cold weather is coming. Any products to save money on heating bills?
Absolutely. Think about what kind of insulation you have. So you want to take a look at Owens Corning Pink Next Gen fiberglass insulation. It is made with advanced fiber technology. It's proven thermal performance and noise absorption, my friend. Easy to install, soft as cotton, very strong, safe ingredients, no formaldehyde or fire retardants, naturally fire resistant. You're going to save money on your energy bill. Guess what? I have a tip. You can get some back. Check out the Inflation Reduction Act. You can get up to $1,200 to insulate your home back on tax credit. Owens Corning qualifies. Go to Lowe's stores or Lowe's.com. Owens Corning and Lowe's have made it incredible easy to learn about this amazing product and possibly getting that money back.
And Catherine, as we wrap things up, where do we go for more information?
Everybody should go to BeTheBestHome.com to learn more.
All right, you're the best. Thanks so much.
You're the best. Thank you, my friend.
Still ahead, on again, off again. Coming up, why Kim Zolciak wants her divorce from Croy canceled again. But first, Taylor Swift fans are now football fans after she's been seen hanging out with Travis Kelce. Lady T shares the latest on this. Catch up and more coming up. She spills the tea. And it's time to spill the tea. Lady T's ready to go. What's up, Lady T?
Hey, what's up, fellow tea sippers? All right, so the tea is heating up in regards to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. All right, so she was at the Kansas City Chiefs game on Sunday. Rumors began to swirl about them dating. She was in the VIP box cheering him on and even chest bumping his mom, they said. So then Taylor Swift and Kelce literally left the game walking hand in hand. She was wearing his jersey, causing jersey sales to soar, right? Okay, now here's more tea. Kelce appeared on a podcast recently, right, and said that it was very brave. I can't say the word he used, but it was brave of her to go to the game. He said she looked amazing, and the Chiefs Kingdom were all happy that she was there, right? So also TMZ just confirmed that Swift is going to be at his next football game. It's the Chiefs versus the Jets in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. She recently held her Eras Tour concert there, too. So, you know what? Tay Swift, I think she got a winner. I like him. Marquis Q. I like it.
I have two words.
What?
Publicity stunt.
You think it's a publicity stunt?
Yeah,
But
because
he's
when you're
so
dating
handsome.
somebody, you know, when you're like that high level, you don't do that.
But he's so handsome. Look, because looks at everything.
He is a good-looking guy, I will say.
He is fresh. And I'm just so happy because I'm like,
Lord, calm down, Lady T.
The track record was not looking good for a second there, but Tay Swift, you got me with this one, boo. I like this. Okay, sorry. All right, up next, you guys, my girl, my favorite girl from The Real, Jeannie Mai. She said she's not giving up hope, apparently. Her husband, rapper Jeezy, recently filed for divorce. A source told People magazine that she is hurt and devastated. devastated by this. So she's trying to save her marriage. So a source says that Jeannie knew they had problems, but she wasn't expecting a divorce. Now, reports say that she was even spending more time in ATL to work on their issues. An inside source revealed that Jeannie said that she got married to stay married. Now, I commend her for this, Mark, because she's fighting for her man. She wants him, she wants to keep him, I think.
Yes.
So this is what it's looking like.
It's over.
Oh,
Call it a day.
How you gonna say that about Jeannie? No,
over,
She gonna keep her man. She got this. I think they can work it out, right? No? Okay, never mind. All right, up next, because the tea keeps pouring. All right, so Kim Zolciak. Now, she is revealing some intimate, and I mean intimate, details about her marriage. She wants the divorce from her husband, Kroy Biermann, dismissed. According to court docs from TMZ, Kim and Kroy have still been intimate, or I want to say active, ever since he filed for divorce from her the second time. Kim says they last fooled around in the beginning of September. Why do we care, y'all? Why do we need to know this? Well, she's using these claims. She's using this to prove the claims of her marriage being irretrievably broken are false. Now, she also missed her court date that was via Zoom. How you miss a Zoom court date? So that is not a good look, but she said she was in Colombia filming This is Real Life. You know, she's still back in reality TV, so I totally get it. But y'all, did y'all also know that Kim and Kroy actually still live together too? So wow. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here, Mark. I just...
Wow, they're forever together forever.
I guess, because he tried to file twice, and she was like, no, to the no. All right, well, that's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Stick with your girl and go sip on all that tea.
Let's check weather with Justin. What's up, Justin?
Well, we're getting into fall here, and another picture here. This is actually the Balsam Mountains in North Carolina. A little bit of those trees starting to change. In fact, even here in Maryland, some Garrett County areas are seeing some of those pops of color, just barely starting to turn. But we know once we get into October, it happens quickly. We get some of those gorgeous fall colors. After a cool Thursday morning, we will see more of those clouds rolling back in. And we are tracking a few showers on Friday. Not a lot of rain, but what we're talking about is going to be more of the misty variety that we'll see by Friday afternoon. On your hour-by-hour forecast, 60s and lower 70s for the next couple of hours. Typically mid-70s is where we are this time of year. And numbers across Carroll and Baltimore counties will mainly be in those 60s and 70s for the Hereford zone and Reisterstown out through Eldersburg. 71 Baltimore City up into Towson and Lutherville, Timonium there. 71 for you as well in Dundalk. Howard and Anne Arundel counties in the mid to upper 60s for Ellicott City and Elkridge down through Glen Burnie and Pasadena. Right at 67 in Odenton for this afternoon. And up and down the 95 corridor, we're going to keep the cloud cover around, so that's keeping our temperatures in check here with mid-60s for New York and Philly, even 69 in D.C. and right about 70 if you're heading down the ocean. Heading out to the ballpark tonight, make sure to bring the O's pullover or the hoodie with numbers in the mid-60s here for that first pitch at 6:35. And then temps getting cooler as the game wears on, so just be aware of that. Here's the cloud cover around on our future scan. Not really tracking the rain for today. Maybe a sprinkle or two late tonight into early tomorrow. But again, most of the heavier rain looks to the north and east of us, looks to be in that area. And then on Saturday, some leftover cloud cover, but still not really seeing much in the way of actual rain. It's going to take till Sunday before those clouds actually roll out of here, and we're going to start warming up. 10-day forecast, 70s through Saturday, lower 80s to kick off the month of October, and even some mid-80s by early next week.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Delta Dental of California.
Maintaining good oral health is important at any age, but as women age and begin menopause, practicing good oral health is vital. Here to explain more is Sarah Chavarria, president of Delta Dental of California. Sarah, how are you?
Oh, I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Great. I love that red. Now, what did your research find in terms of how women think about their experience with menopause as it relates to their oral health?
Well, the finding suggests that they aren't really thinking about how menopause impacts their oral health. 84% are unaware that menopause impacts it at all.
So how does menopause impact the oral health?
So when we go through menopause, premenopause, our hormones are changing, and those changes have an incredible impact on our teeth and our gums and our ability to fight off little infections and to maintain that healthy balance that our mouth needs and healthy, good bacteria, gum swelling or irritation, dry mouth, bleeding gums, a receding gum line, and finally be on the lookout for tooth decay.
and those symptoms seem so significant. Are women talking to their dentists about their oral health concerns? It seems like you said, it seems like, I mean, something you may not even think about.
Well, they're not thinking about it, and they're not talking to their dentist. 2% of the women in our survey said they've talked to their dentist about these oral health symptoms or about menopause, and only 1% are talking to their hygienist.
And what changes are you hoping to see as more women learn about the link between menopause and their oral health?
At Delta Dental, we feel really encouraged just by the women who participated in this survey. 77% say they're going to prioritize making an appointment with their dentist, and most of them say they're going to improve their oral health routine, which is really exciting. I feel personally really excited that we get to support that conversation and help bring awareness to the impacts that menopause has on your oral health, which then impacts your overall health.
I mean, this is so powerful. And so, what can women do to improve their oral health?
Drink water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Keep that mouth hydrated, and then really simply 2-1-2. Brush your teeth twice a day, floss once a day, and go see your dentist twice a year. And if you're experiencing these symptoms, talk to your dentist.
So like we say, this is great information. Where can people go to get more of it?
Please go to ddins.co/healthy aging. We've put a lot of really great information there.
Sarah, great seeing you. And again, thanks for this great information. So powerful. Have a great day, okay?
Thank you. You too. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Still ahead, sparkling water is all the rage. Do you like? Coming up, why it may be a better option than some drinks, but not all. It's all the rage, but is it healthy? It turns out sparkling water is not as good for you as still water. That's because the bubbles can cause bloating, make reflux worse, and even damage your teeth. But if it's sparkling water or soda, doctors say sparkling water is better. And we wanted you to tell it. Do you prefer still or sparkling water? Right now, most of you are saying still. Still. Great show lined up for tomorrow. It's National Coffee Day. A lot of chains celebrating by giving away free coffee. We'll tell you about where you can grab a free cup, and we'll chat about which is better, hot or iced coffee.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
And thank you for inviting us to your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those places. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.